making brownie sundae protein waffles for breakfast, honey, and this is what you're gonna need. 2 chocolate protein waffles. I'm using the Eggo chocolate chip brownie protein waffles. They literally taste like dessert. They're so good. I'm gonna need a teaspoon of chocolate syrup. This is just regular chocolate sundae syrup. It's the PC brand from Zayres in Canada. A 1/3 cup of plain fat-free Greek yogurt. This one is from Costco. A maraschino cherry. We got these from Walmart. A 1/4 teaspoon of rainbow sprinkles, and these are the Cake Mate. 15 grams of protein powder, and I'm using HTLT Subs casein and whey protein powder in the cake pot flavor. Look in the serving, it's got sprinkles in it, bud. It literally tastes like confetti cake with icing. It is so good. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below for that. And we're gonna need 1/2 cup of sliced strawberries that I'm gonna be serving on the side. So I'm just gonna put this stuff over here, clear some space, and I'm gonna make my protein topping for the waffles. So I'm gonna take the protein powder and put it into the yogurt, and I'm gonna stir this until it's really well combined. I wanted to do a full day of eating for you guys today because I wanted to show you how I easily get in 130 grams of protein every day. Protein is really great for fat loss because it lowers your hunger hormone ghrelin and it helps you feel fuller longer. And why that's great is because it's very normal to be hungry when you're eating in a calorie deficit to lose weight, and eating tasty, high protein meals like this really helped me feel full and look forward to what I was eating so that I could stay on track and lose 130 pounds. And I've kept it off for 10 years. And I got a bunch of baller high protein meals to show you. So stay tuned because you're gonna love it, honey.
That got a bit scary at the end.
I'm so excited I got scary. Okay, now what we're gonna do is toast the waffles. I'm just gonna put them in here. Make sure the setting is not too high. Okay, we'll get them toasted, and then I'm gonna plate them, and you're gonna just be so excited that you can eat something so tasty. Ding! All right, they are ready to go. I'm gonna plate them. And now, let's put oh, they smell so chocolatey and good.
Smells like fresh brownies just came out of the oven.
I'm gonna take my topping and just put it right there on the top. I'm gonna do the sprinkles. Just sprinkle them right over there. Oh yeah, can you imagine?
Yes.
And now drizzle on the chocolate syrup, 1 teaspoon. There, and then for sundae, you gotta top it with a cherry. And that is how you get full and love what you're eating. All right, so this makes 1 serving with the brownie waffles, the topping, the strawberries, and I'm gonna be having this caffeine-free Diet Coke. It is 313 calories and 29 grams of protein.
In the 300 calories? That's amazing.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And that's what I'm always trying to do, find low calorie ingredients that are high in protein so that I can make a really filling, tasty meal that is also low calorie. Before I take a bite, if you wanna know more of exactly what I ate and did to lose my weight, keep it off, and get in the best shape of my life, look at this. Look at this. I have 4 weight loss ebooks. You can buy them all separately and use code Nicole to save yourself 10% off, or you can buy all 4 in my everything bundle for a cheaper price and use code Nicole to save yourself 10% off the already cheaper price for a double savings. The link's down below if you want to check that out. I am going to be enjoying this, and then Kyle and I are gonna go do 50 minutes of cardio, and we're gonna do a walk outside for our cardio today.
It's actually not as hot as it's been.
Yeah, it's been kind of really hot to go outside for a walk, but Today it's nice.
Great.
I'm eating ice cream sundaes for breakfast, Mom. What do you think of that? Oh, yeah. So this is what I try to do. I try to layer and sneak in protein. Look at the waffles. Instead of regular frozen waffles, I buy the protein ones. So I get a tasty frozen waffle that's quick, but I got protein in it. Greek yogurt, high in protein. Add protein powder, bump up the protein, keep the calories low, and add more flavor.
And tastes like ice cream.
And it tastes like ice cream, and that's how I sneak in a ton of protein in every meal. I'll catch ya after for lunch, bud.
You thought about throwing that up in the air and then you thought better of it.
Then I figured it'd end on the floor. For lunch, I'm having tuna and crackers with cucumbers on the side. For the crackers, I'm having 20 grams of these Triscuit Mini Original. I think that might be the French side, yeah. The 20 grams of the Triscuit Minis Original. They're so good. And
Are these new? I don't feel like I've seen them before.
They've been in the store for a little bit. Yeah, they're newer. They're really tasty. Half a cup of cucumber slices, which I will put salt on after because I love salting my cucumbers. And for the tuna, I'm having half a can of tuna. And this is the flaked light clover leaf, the skipjack in water. We always get it in water because it's less calories than in the oil. Half a can of tuna, 1 chopped baby dill pickle, half a teaspoon of mustard, and 1 tablespoon of light mayo, and this is the Hellmann's half the fat, and I just mix it all together and make a cute little tuna bowl. And then you're gonna just like scoop it and do cuteness, you know, like that. And a bottle of water. Tuna, I love because it's super cheap and we're always on a budget. It's the best low calorie protein that you can buy out there, and I love that you can mix it with any low calorie sauce that you like to make it super tasty, and you can pair it with whatever you want. You can put it in a sandwich, in a wrap, on a salad, with crackers, on rice cakes, and it's really tasty and super low calorie. So this entire meal is only 187 calories.
Whoa.
Yeah, and 16 grams of protein.
That's crazy.
Look at how much food you get, and that's why I'm always trying to choose low calorie ingredients to make a really high volume meal so that I can stay within my calories but still eat a lot of food. I like keeping my lunches very low calorie because I'm more hungry in the morning and in the afternoon, so I try to put more of my calories at those meals. Plus, I work out in the morning, I do cardio in the morning, and I do weightlifting at night after dinner. So I try to make sure that I put more of my calories at those meals also to fuel those workouts. So how I'm gonna eat this is you're gonna take some fork and you're gonna scoop it onto your little Triscuit and then eat it. Chicken bacon club sub and protein chips for dinner. Whoa, this is amazing. I am super excited to eat this dinner. So for the sub, we are doing hot dog buns. We use the Great Value hot dog buns because they are really cheap and versatile, but also they're only 120 calories a bun, which is amazing. So we like to use these for sandwiches a lot. Then I've got a tablespoon of light mayo that I divided on the top and bottom of the bun, and it's the Hellmann's half the fat. I used 3 slices of the Your Fresh Market Cajun chicken deli slices from Walmart. And then I also put 2 slices of the Applewood smoked butterball turkey bacon. and I always get this at Walmart. It's my favorite turkey bacon. I cooked it in a medium frying pan sprayed with cooking spray on medium-high heat, 2 minutes per side. And there are 2 slices on there. And then I put some lettuce, a 1/4 cup of shredded lettuce, 1.5 slices of tomato that I also salt and peppered. And then I topped it with one of these Cracker Barrel medium light cheese slices. And I just split it in half so that it fits on the bun. And for the chips, we're having the Quest Ranch style chips. They're 19 grams of protein for 1 bag, and the calories are really good. It's only 140 calories for the bag. I love double duty things like the protein waffles and this. I love chips with my sandwich. I choose protein chips so I get out my chip craving and I get extra protein by eating the Quest ones. And they taste very chip-like. They're very good. So for this entire meal, it's 470 calories and 46 grams of protein.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, turkey bacon, the Applewood one that I use, it's 5 grams of protein for 1 slice. So by putting 2, you're really getting...
That's a great size sandwich.
Oh yeah, lots of good loaded cuteness on there. Oh wow. I should belong at a deli making sandwiches because I just nailed that. That tastes like I went to a deli and got a fresh sandwich there. I never tried the ranch before. We usually get the chili lime or the nacho. Let's check out the ranch. Like Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh, nice. I was hoping for that.
Guys, I like my dinner. Wow. You think this is good? Wait for dessert.
Stay tuned.
Whoa. You're gonna love this sandwich. I like sandwiches. Making chocolate cookie party protein pudding parfait. That's a mouthful, but that's what I made up. So this is what you're gonna need. 2 tablespoons of protein milk. I'm using the Fairlife 0%. It's my favorite. It's the lowest calorie with the most protein. So I've got it in my bowl. We need 24 grams of chocolate protein powder. I'm using HTLT Seps, the Casein and Whey blend chocolate milkshake flavor. It's really nice and chocolatey, so it's really gonna add a chocolate layer in here. We need some chocolate baking crumbs. I'm gonna use 4 tablespoons, 2 for me, 2 for Kyle, because I'm making 2 parfaits. And I'm gonna need a couple pinches of baking crumbs to go on the top. Then we need 2 cups of a protein shake. I'm using the Premier Protein cookies and cream. We got a big box from Costco and we're still working through it. This is a perfect high protein pudding base that's gonna add a really nice layer of flavor. We need a whole package of fat-free pudding mix. I'm using the white chocolate one, the Jello brand. In Canada, where we live, it doesn't say sugar-free on the front, but when it's fat-free, it is sugar-free, and you can find on the back, it does say 0 sugar. Then we're gonna need some Cool Whip, light Cool Whip. I'm using just a no-name brand of light whipped topping. I'm gonna need 4 tablespoons total, 2 for me, 2 for Kyle. And then we need some strawberries on the side, 2/3 of a cup divided into 1/3 cup each. So to make the pudding, I've got my milk already in here. Now I'm gonna pour the protein shake in, and I'm gonna add my dry ingredients. When you're making pudding with normal milk and just the pudding itself, the pudding mix, you just use 2 cups of milk. But when I'm working with protein powder and I'm adding it into the pudding mix, I always add 2 extra tablespoons of liquid, just because when you put protein powder and pudding mix together, it can get very thick. So I like to just thin it out slightly so you can work with it. So that's the white chocolate pudding, and then that's the chocolate. I feel like these 2 flavors together are gonna make a really great, like, cheesecakey, chocolate cheesecakey type vibe.
Yeah, you get like multiple layers of chocolate.
Yeah, that's what I like, especially with the cookies and cream protein shake in there too. So basically I'm just gonna whisk this until it starts to thicken. It will thicken with all the protein powder and pudding pretty quickly. You just gotta keep whisking it until it does that. And again, I've added layers of flavor and protein by adding the protein milk to thin it out, the protein shake as the base, and then adding protein powder into my pudding instead of just using the mix. That allows me to really pack in the protein and the flavor and make a really tasty weight loss dessert that's actually gonna keep me full and not add a ton of calories for all the flavor. So there you go, it's starting to thicken. I'm just gonna whisk this for another minute or two until it really thickens. All right, that looks excellent. It's just starting to thicken up, and I like it just slightly loose like that so it's easy to put in like my Parfait cups and stuff. So I'm gonna be doing a fancy Parfait cup for me and a bowl for Kyle because we can't find our other fancy cup. So I'm just gonna open this up and put 2 tablespoons of the baking crumbs in the bottom of each container here.
Oh, this is like the crust.
Yes. Perfect. And then we'll do the same as if this is a Parfait glass for my cute Kyle. Cute Kyle. Now, I'm gonna take the pudding and divide it into the containers. So I'm gonna start with 1/2 cup each, and I'm just gonna pour this in there. It smells really good. Then I'll do 1/2 cup for Kyle and pour his right into his fancy bowl, we'll call it. And then let's see, is there 1/2 cup left each? I think I'll divide this in half. So I'll do 1/2 for me, and then 1/2 for Kyle. Leave it over there. And then I'll divide the rest that's in the bowl between the 2 of our containers. Okay, so now I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of Cool Whip, and I have let this thaw for about 10 minutes while we were eating. And I'm just gonna pop this on the top. There we go. And then we'll do the same for Kyle. And Kyle eats the same as me, same meals, but his breakfast is much bigger than mine. He had the same waffles as me, but he also had 1 large egg, a cup of egg whites, and 2 slices of ham on top of that. And then the rest of the day, he eats the exact same meals as me. So that looks beautiful. Now we're gonna just sprinkle a little bit more of the cookie crumbs over top, just for the little je ne sais quoi, you know? Make it real cute and dessert-like. That's a wrap, bud. That is a wrap. Look how cute that is. Look at the layers and whoa, I'm a regular old dessert connoisseur. Okay, so that makes 2 servings for 1 serving with a 1/3 cup of strawberries. It's 331 calories and 31 grams of protein.
Great.
Yeah, an amazing way to pack in protein in something really tasty like that. So I'm gonna go to the bottom and get a little bit of the cookie crumbs and some of the Cool Whip.
Oh yeah.
That's a bite for the cuties.
Perfect bite.
If you can get this flavor, you gotta make pudding with it. Baller combo. Gotta try that. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. God, we nailed it, buddy. Hello, it's time for the last meal of the day, which is my nighttime snack. And what I'm having is an entire bag of the Orville Redenbacher 80% less fat Smart Pop popcorn. So there it is. You get a massive bowl of popcorn. And then I did 6 seconds of cooking spray and 4 teaspoons of Colonel seasoning. And I used a mix of the Canadian cheddar and the dill pickle to make cheesy dill. And I'm also going to be having a A&W zero sugar. What I like to do is I do 3 seconds of cooking spray, then 2 teaspoons of the seasoning, a little bit of each of these, and then I toss it, do another 3 seconds of spray, and then another little mix of 2 teaspoons of the seasoning. Cooking spray does have calories, so I try to be mindful of how much I use, and I do include it in my calorie count, and that's why I'll just do a ballpark, like, that's about 3 seconds. I don't get fixated on it, but I do try to keep track because you don't want to overspray or you'll add up all the calories, like too many without realizing. So for this entire bowl with the seasonings, the cooking spray, it's 318 calories and 8 grams of protein. So you actually get quite a bit of protein per bag, and popcorn's also loaded with fiber, so it's like a double filling meal that's also really tasty.
And it takes us a long time to eat it too, which helps us.
That is why we like to eat it at night, and we watch a movie together while we do it, and it just feels like you get to relax and eat something really tasty, and it feels like a never-ending bowl, and that really helps because we used to both have a problem with late night eating, and having popcorn at night has really helped with that. So total calories for the day, 1,619, 40 grams of fat, 179 grams of carbs, and 130 grams of protein. You're looking at a tasty filling day, my sweet honey. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next vid. Honey, can I get this? Nope. Try again. I cheated.
See ya.
Yeah. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't